So our next problem has to do with your email inbox. Problem is email overload. The solution could be SaneBox. Joining us is Dmitry Leonov, who's the VP of Growth. Tell me about SaneBox. What's the deal here?
Hi, Rick. You know, the problem that we're all facing every day is the number of emails that we receive continues to grow. And there have been a number of studies done recently. In fact, the latest one just came out a couple of days ago by McKinsey that said that an average person spends 13 hours a week reading and responding to emails. So that's almost 30% of our time. And the thing about it, it's not really a productive use of our time because by definition, when you're reading someone's email, you're being reactive. And an average person gets 110 emails per day. And if you're actually a corporate employee, the number is closer to 200. And so the problem with this is if all of those emails were million-dollar business opportunities, everything would be fine. Nobody would complain. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. In fact, what we found at SaneBox, so what we found at SaneBox is an average inbox contains only 40% important emails. And everything else is not really, it's not spam, it's not really junk, but it's stuff that doesn't need to interrupt you. You know, it could be newsletters, notifications from social networks, long email threads, you know, emails from annoying salespeople, or your aunt sending you pictures of cute cats or something like that. And all of this creates this, it's not just a waste of time, but it creates this feeling of drowning. Because you're trying to clear out your inbox, you respond to everybody, and you get back in the morning, back into the office, and your inbox is overflowing again.
Yeah, it does create anxiety when I try to be organized and try to get rid of stuff, and then, you know, not an hour later, I feel like I'm already back underwater with too many emails over my head. So, all right, so it's SaneBox. Tell me, how does your product help to sort of weed out the emails that are not necessarily the most important?
Sure. So what our software does is we analyze kind of what's important to you personally based on your past behavior. We look at just a really long list of factors, things like, you know, how far back your relationship with somebody goes, whose emails do you read, how long it takes you to read them, whose emails do you respond to, how long it takes you to respond, and the list just goes on and on. And based on this, we decide what's important to you. So we keep the important emails in your inbox, and everything else we move out of your inbox into a separate folder. And we send you a summary once a day of those unimportant emails. So this way you can focus on what's important in your inbox, but still not miss anything. So what I personally do is I go into this other folder a couple times a day when I have time, skim through it, and most of the time I end up deleting most of them. Or if something catches my attention, or if SaneBox does a bad job, you can just drag it back to your inbox or vice versa, and that teaches us for the future.
Okay, so you can change your settings. If, for example, your software has determined that you absolutely want to get those emails from, you know, person X, and you really don't, you can tell SaneBox, hey, I don't want to keep getting these emails?
Yeah, you just literally just move the email from your inbox to this, we call it Sane Later folder. Just move it there, and that teaches us by itself.
And there's a fee for this, really nice. How much does it cost for someone to use SaneBox?
Sure, it's $5 a month, but here's the interesting thing. We have a free trial for 2 weeks. And if you get at least 60 emails per day, literally 1 in 2 people who try the product end up staying with us after the trial. And you don't need to enter the credit card, there's no strings attached, nothing. It's really easy to cancel. And still, almost 1 in 2 people, actually more than 1 in 2 people, stay with us afterwards.
Good luck with it, Dmitry.
The other interesting thing is...
real quickly, go ahead.
Thank you.
You want to tell me one more interesting thing real fast?
Sure. So it's nothing you need to install or download on your computer. It works anywhere you check your email, on your work computer, home computer, laptop, iPhone, iPad, anywhere. And you don't need to install anything. You just go to sanebox.com, enter your email and password, and you're all set. We'll do the rest.
Dmitry Leonov with SaneBox, and he just gave the website, sanebox.com, and you can find them on Twitter @SaneBox. Dmitry, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.